Zero Dark 30 is finally going nationwide. Russ Leatherman, a.k.a. Mr. Moviefone, is here to talk about a jam-packed weekend in Hollywood. Russ.
Yeah, it's a busy weekend at the movies. We have the Golden Globes. We had the Oscar nominations come out. But let's talk about the movies that are in theaters this weekend. Going into wide release, a movie that's been limited for weeks now to get Oscar consideration, Zero Dark 30. Now, as most of you probably know by now, this is the movie that's about the hunt for Osama bin Laden, directed by Catherine Bigelow. And really what they do is they take the decade-long search for Osama bin Laden, and I think we all know how this ends, but they do an amazing job with it. You always know you have a great movie when you know exactly what's supposed to happen, yet you're riveted the entire way through the movie, which I was. So Zero Dark 30, nominated for an Oscar, for a Golden Globe, clearly one of the best movies of the year. It's a movie you're absolutely going to want to go check out this weekend. It's awesome. All right, let's move on to another movie. A lot of violence, maybe not quite as good as Zero Dark 30. We're talking Gangster Squad. Now, I love these kinds of movies. I love gangster movies. I love L.A. Confidential, Goodfellas, all of those movies. Here, you have an unbelievable cast. You have Sean Penn, Josh Brolin, Nick Nolte, Emma Stone. And it's really about a movie about a gangster, played there by Sean Penn, who wants to take over Los Angeles. And really, you have a group of 5 LAPD cops working outside the lines trying to bring him down. Here's the deal with Gangster Squad. The dialogue is atrocious. The sort of action is corny. The movie is very, very cartoony. And I would say the biggest problem with Gangster Squad and the biggest crime is that it's such a huge waste of talent. You've got all of these great actors in a movie that can't decide whether it wants to be Who Framed Roger Rabbit or Goodfellas. I mean, it's just completely over the top. So I would say if you're going to go to the movies this weekend, you want to pass on Gangster Squad. I know it's a big disappointment, maybe biggest disappointment of the year so far, even though it's a short year. But you definitely want to go check out Zero Dark 30 and a lot of the nominations that we'll be talking about with the Golden Globes and the Oscars coming up soon. So there's your weekend at the movies.